liver, lies, steroids. What is up, subprimals? Shiitake here, and we're going to talk about Mr. Liver King, aka Brian Johnson. Now, Mr. Johnson over here was just outed as a fake, a phony, a sham, a bamboozler this past week, all because of a needle and some human growth hormone and some leaked emails. Oh. So, who is the Liver King, aka Brian Johnson, you may ask? Very good. Well, the Liver King is a fitness influencer who has blasted in popularity online in the past year and a half. About a year and a half ago, Brian Johnson, aka Liver King, had about 60,000 followers on his Instagram. He currently sits at 1.7 million followers in a year and a half, which is absolutely nuts. It is insane growth to achieve. Now, part of the reason why Brian Johnson, aka Liver King, achieved so much growth so fast is because he claimed that if people follow the 9 ancestral tenets that he pushes to everybody and purchases his supplements, eats raw liver like he does, and bull balls, raw testicles. That sounds delicious. Yum. If you do those things and you work out like a maniac, you can look like him. But Brian Johnson is about to turn 50 freaking years old, and the man looks like he's gonna compete in Mr. Olympia, and he says he's all natural. That's the thing here. Brian Johnson, aka Liver King, claims to have made over $100 million this past year from his supplement businesses where he sells supplements and dried livers and organs. And he claims to have made over $100 million this past year. The big issue with this is that he told everybody up until this point on so many podcasts with Logan Paul and a few of the really popular podcast hosts, Ethan Klein, others out there on H3 podcast, that he was all natural. And that if you do the steps that he tells you to do and you take the supplements and you eat like he eats, you can look like him. And the problem is that he used these lies to help peddle and sell his wares to young men all around the US and all around the world, basically, to try to get them to purchase his products. So we call that false advertising. So Brian is guilty of false advertising, using lies to sell your products. It's just like on SpongeBob, whenever they're selling chocolate bars and they figured out, if we just lie about what these chocolate bars will do for you, we'll sell way more. Well, looks like our boy Brian Johnson, aka Liver King, got tricked into lying, just like our friends SpongeBob and Patrick. They can make you fly. You'll grow your hair back. They'll make you less ugly. Well, Brian is guilty of false advertising. He made over $100 million plus this past year, and I guarantee you there's no possible way he would have had more than likely near that high of revenue generated if he wouldn't have lied his way to get there. If you claim to everybody, if you take my supplements and if you eat raw liver and bull testicles and you work out like I do and follow my workout plans you can purchase on my website, then you can look like me. So it's a lie because he's not natural. The biggest problem here is that he is not natural. So about a year and a half ago, Liver King sent out some emails to a handful of different coaches asking if they would coach him on his steroid use and how to achieve the growth levels that he wanted to achieve, and that he was going to be doing a massive experiment with social media as well. So he kind of outed himself. He exposed himself. And a fitness coach finally released some emails to prove that Brian Johnson was not natural. Liver King, while he may like to eat raw livers and bull testicles, also is injecting himself with $11,000 plus a month in steroids. That is absolutely bonkers. This man was loaded up with more human growth hormone than Ronnie Coleman in his prime. Now, another YouTuber, More Plates, More Dates, made a 1-hour documentary that I watched on this topic before, and quite interesting to really see all the proof in the pudding. Because the crazy thing is, Brian Johnson also sent this fitness coach, More Plates, More Dates, a request for coaching, and he revealed all of his steroid use information in these emails. And I am going to just show a quick little screen share of these emails. Let's check out Reddit. Let's just do a quick little look at this email, look at the highlights, right? So, from Brian Johnson, Liver King at ancestralsupplements.com. Well, ancestralsupplements.com. Oh, yes, here we are. Ancestral Supplements, one of Brian Johnson's, Liver King's online businesses. Okay, So it's from Liver King at ancestralsupplements.com. Here we see Brian is asking for a consultation, giving him his regular schedule every day, the goals he's looking to achieve. He's been working out for years. Oh, to support these exhaustive efforts, I've recently started taking Omnitrope, the 5.8 milligram vials from Empower Pharmacy, approximately $11K US per month for my new dose, which is 4 IFG, blah, 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 blah. So this man even admits to taking over $11,000 in steroids every month to achieve his fitness goals. And then he tells you all of the different steroid, whatever these are. I don't even know what these are. These are just some type of human growth hormone steroids that he was taking to achieve his massive, freakishly large, low body fat body, which is not natural, which is a lie. So the proof is in the pudding and the email. As we can see, Liver King, Brian Johnson, June 29th at 2021 at 9:05 a.m. Reply, confidentiality. Yes, he was looking for confidentiality, and no, he did not find it. And it's a good thing he didn't, because people like him do not deserve to let their lies go unpunished. Brian Johnson needs to be punished thoroughly for his crimes of false advertisement and selling so many people false hope. If you sleep, eat, move, shield, connect, cold, sun, fight, and bond, and you eat raw liver, and you work out like me, you will look just like me. Yeah, I'm Jack Brian Johnson. Yeah, I'm a man. No, that's a lie. If you take $11,000 of steroid use a month, that's not even all of it. That's just a portion of it. Then you can look like him if you do all the other stuff he does. And don't get me wrong, this guy is definitely a man's man as far as his body goes. Long story short, Liver King, lies, steroids, exposed. And he did just make an apology where he admitted, because these emails are floating everywhere, and he tried to man up.
That I f***ed up. I'm as sorry as a man can be.
We know.
Right now, be better and lead myself to a better life as a better human.
And I also made over $100 million off of you people believing and buying my supplements this past year. But I will move on as a better human. More rich, more wealthy, more muscular from my steroids. So, long story short, we don't care about your apology, Brian. Thank you for apologizing. But what about the hundreds of millions of dollars that you've made off of your fans the past year and a half? I don't know if an apology is good enough. There may or may not be people looking for retributions and punishment for your false advertisements, where you sold the dream of getting a fat, jacked body like yours. If you just eat some liver, buy my supplements, and lift weights, you'll look like me. Lies. The moral of the story, don't be like Brian Johnson, aka Liver King. Don't lie your way to success, and be honest and truthful, because if he would have been honest from the beginning and said, yes, I have taken steroids, he wouldn't have to reveal how much he's taken. He could have just said, yes, I have taken steroids in the past. Are you currently taking steroids? Well, I do experiment. You don't have to out everything, but he still would have probably made tens of millions of dollars, because the guy looks like a beast and he knows how to do really good marketing. It's just the lies now make this officially false advertising. Check out the video for more plates, more dates. It's pretty solid. If you really want to watch an hour-long documentary on this, go for it. That's all for now. Mushroom Crew. Shiitake is out. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.